Hey Picklers, if you enjoyed this instructional video, do me a favor, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. Okay guys, first exercise here. This is a very elementary way to look at understanding how to hit a topspin roll. We're gonna use this lovely tent net here. And just understand that when you're using a roll volley, picture that there's a net in front of you, or picture that there's like a wall in front of you, and you essentially have to climb up that wall, or you have to climb up that mirror, and you're not going to break the mirror, you're not going to go through the wall, you are climbing up it. So as I line myself up here, you know, I'm leaning, I'm getting some leverage, I'm acting like I am dealing with a third ball drop coming at me, and I'm leaning in the kitchen and I'm using leverage, and I am using a forehand topspin roll volley or a backhand. But starting at 3 o'clock, finishing at 12, just going low to high. This is all one main unit from the shoulder. I'm not compensating with my wrist. Backhand roll volley, as we touched on, make sure to get that knuckle to extreme continental. If you want some extra spin, if you want Roger Federer's nice, pretty one-handed backhand, getting to that grip plays a very large piece. So backhand, starting at 6, finishing at 12, keeping this all one main unit, not overcompensating with my wrist, but it's nice to kind of have that net as your guider. Okay guys, next little drill here. This is the second modification to understanding how to hit a roll volley. We just demonstrated a shadow swing off the net. Now we're gonna demo a shadow swing, but I'm gonna use my partner here. She's gonna focus on acting as a teacher. Her main role is keeping her wrist nice and stable, and then basically trying to keep her paddle face kind of on my paddle face here, okay? I'm gonna put a ball in between us. Why? Because with a ball being in between us, it forces my hand position to be very still, and it forces my hand position not to close or not to open. So a very large piece in hitting the roll volley and hitting it well is keeping the hand positioning still and just understanding this little piece. So ball is going to be on her paddle. I'm going to put my paddle right there. Okay, we're both kind of pushing on the ball there, and then from here, I'm going from 3 and then finishing at 12. After I hit this, I should be able to see some forward spin on the ball, and when I do, that tells me that I'm getting the correct spin. Okay, the last thing I want to see is the ball rotating this way or even rotating back because my hand position moved as I hit my roll volley. Same thing, ball right here. She's going to press her hand position on the ball. Okay, ball to ball here and roll up. Okay, I'll do about 10 of these on the forehand side and then 10 of these on the backhand side. 3 to 12, very short, very compact. I'm not over swinging. Let's go last one here. Ball there, keeping the hand positioning nice and still. My arm is nice and extended here, and then I'm swinging low to high. Okay, same exercise here, but it's going to be on the backhand side. So backhand side, same thing. She's going to get her grip to extreme continental just so she can kind of feel that, right? Ball is going to be there. I'm putting my paddle there. My main focus now is that I'm starting at 6, and 6 starts right in front of my belly button. I was going to say, if you want to use 2, go ahead. Just to hang on to that sucker. So I'm starting at my belly button, starting at 6, and then finishing at 12. After I swing, I'm making sure that the ball is rotating forward, so I'm getting the correct spin. Okay, same thing here. Getting the grip to extreme continental, getting my wrist back behind the handle, keeping this nice and strong. My arm should feel like it's a piece of 2x4, right? Okay, nice and tight, and roll up. Okay, 6 to 12, baby. If I could show a two-handed backhand, I totally would, but it's not very pretty, so I'm not going to show it. Okay, ready here. Arm is straight, and then brushing up. I probably should. Hang on. Gosh, okay, I probably should. God, this thing is so goofy. Okay, you guys ready for this? Oh no. Okay, so now I'm gonna demo the two-handed backhand. I personally don't use a two-handed backhand, but if I did, I would get very comfortable with making sure that my left arm is taking over and that my left arm is the main user and my right is just kind of there to hang on for the ride. Right is guiding, non-dominant is doing all the work. So same thing, ball's there. I'm making sure that I'm giving myself enough room with that left hand. Right hand's just kind of barely hanging off of the handle there. So I'm getting the ball lined up, getting the paddle there. Both hands are on it, okay? Getting some good extension and starting at 9 o'clock and finishing at 12. Starting at 9, finishing at 12, okay? Again. Ball's on her paddle, getting my left arm on there, and then slowly letting that right hand just kind of dangle off the handle, going low to high, starting at 9, finishing at 12, making sure that my left is doing all the work. Same thing here, last one. Okay, low to high, and okay, very good. Okay, guys, next drill here, I'm gonna be very stationary. I'm gonna be leaning in from the kitchen here. I'm acting as a student. Charity here is acting as the teacher. Charity's role is to be feeding balls underhand, kind of in that yellow zone. Obviously, if she's not able to get it in that yellow zone, that is totally fine. But this person is only allowed to roll if it's in green or if it's in yellow. If your partner feeds it in red, I'm sorry, but you are not a kid in a candy shop, okay? So make sure that we are not swinging on the ball in red. Let it bounce and then have your partner feed again. Okay, so nice and easy. She's gonna feed 10 to my forehand and then 10 to my backhand. Good. So just to slow this down, I'm already gonna get the paddle to set. So paddle's at set, paddle's pretty much parallel to the net. I'm going low to high. Again, same thing, low to high. Do not miss a forehand, Tyson. Very good, okay. But you see how I'm starting below the ball, I'm touching the back 20%, I'm making sure that I'm getting enough spin, and then I'm allowing the spin to get down, okay? Same thing, low to high, low to high, low to high. Notice here that if I'm hitting a roll volley in red, I'm touching less of the ball, maybe the back 10%. When I'm in yellow, the back 20. When I'm in green, I'm going through all 3 balls. Okay, or when I'm in red, I feel like I'm meeting the first imaginary ball and I'm coming up. When I'm in yellow, maybe 2 balls and then coming up. When I'm in green, I'm hitting 1, 2, and 3. I'm hitting all 3 balls. Okay, backhand side, she's actually gonna feed in front of me. Why? Because as you can see here, when I'm in extreme continental, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and maybe even sometimes zone 4 can all be taken with a roll volley backhand. So she can kind of move the feet a little bit, 6 to 12, 6, okay, keeping the arm fairly straight. Also too, if I make contact with the paddle face being closed, look where the ball goes. Again, there's no way I can ever hit the ball over as I'm using topspin with the paddle face being closed. Watch this now. Now the paddle face is actually open. It's open and it should be flying out, but watch. Again, it's open, but with it being open and with me going up the ball, it forces the ball to have to go down. So you can actually open the face up a little bit as you hit this roll volley, just to give yourself some more shape. Okay guys, so Charity here is acting as a teacher, I'm acting as a student. Her job is to just kind of be like efficient in that transition zone, to be a very good scrambler, but her main focus is kind of like letting me take some balls out of the air as roll volleys, and then as I roll it back, then again she's gonna float some. Plain and simple, she's being cooperative and getting a benefit out of it because she's getting comfortable in that transition zone with playing soft, but she's just floating them up a little bit more so I can take it out of the air as a roll volley. I am hitting a roll volley. She's working on just playing safe in that transition zone, okay? Okay, ready here? I'm gonna have her feed. Go ahead. Okay, here we go. Nice. So as you can see here, I'm going low to high. Something I want this side to work on. If I find that I'm getting overextended, or if I find that I have enough time to take a step back, and instead of me getting overextended and taking the bait out here and getting nothing on this ball, I want to see this person working on the correct footwork, giving themselves some time so they can create some offense. So know that you can take a step back to create some offense in this setting. Ready here? Roll. Good. Yeah. Go ahead. Feet again here. Okay. I'm kind of getting comfortable with my lean. Okay, here we go. Nice. Keeping the ball down from there. Good. Beautiful. Good. Less. Yeah. Good. But you see how my ball is getting down? I'm finding her feet. This is a great drill too for me to work on that moderate roll shot, just so I can get the ball to go down and find her feet. Okay, again. Good. Okay, so now same looking drill, but now she's going to be back at the baseline. She's going to stay back and work on her drop. My job is to work on either taking a step back if I find myself getting overextended, or taking the ball out of the air here. With this roll volley, since she's back at the baseline, my job is to hit a pretty big piece of the ball so I can get enough depth. Plain and simple, I'm gauging my roll volley based off of her court position. Okay, she's going to stay back. Go ahead. She's going to float them. Beautiful, Charity. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Less there. Here we go. Good. Okay, great example there. Instead of me reaching out like this in this very awkward position, I'm going to recognize how much time I have, and I'm going to buy myself some time, take a step back, let the ball sit up in yellow, and now I can do more damage from here than I can. I call this digging for trash. This is called digging for trash down here. Don't be digging for trash. There's nothing down there. So instead of digging for trash or digging for all this nonsense down here, I'm going to bind myself some time, let the ball sit up, gauge to see what she does with her court presence, and then hit that modified step back roll. Okay, ready here? Good. Up. Yeah, good. Less. That a girl. Ready. And you see, as I'm hitting these roll volleys, I would say at least 80% of them are all being taken with my backhand here. So keep in mind, from zone 3 all the way to zone 1, if you're in the appropriate grip, all those balls should be taken with a backhand. So drill here is going to be, teacher is back there, student is at the kitchen line. I am acting like I'm feeding a return. She has to hit a 3rd shot drop, come up, hit a 5th shot drop, come up, hit a 7th shot drop. Plain and simple, she has to hit 3 balls when she comes up. I'm working on hitting a 4th and a 6th and an 8th and hitting it correctly, or I guess hitting the correct amount of the ball, or hitting the correct percentage of the ball based off of her court position. Plain and simple, if she's back at the baseline, I'm looking to hit a bigger piece of the ball. If she's in the half court transition zone, I'm hitting a smaller piece of the ball. If she's in the short court transition zone and I'm still trying to find her red zone, I'm probably touching the back 10%. My main focus is finding her red zone. Her main focus is getting herself established and coming up. Okay, ready here? So drop, good. Perfect, good. Back at the baseline. That was perfect, good. Dial it in, girl. Dial it, it was good. Ready here? She's dropping. Perfect. Good. Good. Good, 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 very good, okay? So I'm just adjusting my roll based on her court position. Ready here? Nice, roll. Find her feet, find her feet. Okay, back, back, back. Thank you, Charity. Ready here? Drop. Good. Good. See that there? And instead of finding myself in there, I bought myself enough time, recognized I had more time than I thought, took a step back and was able to make contact with a ball in yellow versus digging for trash in red, okay? Nobody chases trash. Get out of here. Here we go. Beautiful. That was good. That was good. It's very good. You're making me work down here. Digging for gold. Ready here? Yes, good. Good. Nice. Pretty.